Welcome back. Happy Friday. Congratulations. You've made it through 100% of your worst days and you'll make it through the next ones as well. Um, Before we get started, we'll take care of a little housekeeping here. I am not Dr. J. I am not Moses Malone. I'm not Andrew Toney. I'm not Mo Cheeks. I'm not Sir Charles Barkley, the round mound of rebound, and I'm not the answer. AI, Mr. Allen Iverson, who in my opinion is the greatest Sixer of all time. And again, with no disrespect to Charles, but AI's game is just just off the hook. And I'm not your financial advisor. Anyway, shout out to the 76er greats, although I'm not a fan of 76er fans. You guys, listen, I want you guys to all go take loans out on your house, cash in your 401ks, and go buy Dogecoin and sit on that for about 20 years. So anyway, I'm just kidding. Don't hate you guys. Don't love you guys either. Anyway, so a couple of housekeeping things. I put up a couple of videos in the playlist here. If you guys haven't checked out the playlist, I think you should, because I'll pretty much, if I hear a good video or watch or listen to a good video, I'll put it in there. So Raul Powell had a good one the other day, and it should be at the top of the macro video playlist that I have there. And then Thomas G also has one that I just listed in the general drip playlist that you guys should check out that he posted yesterday. So very good, very good perspective from Thomas G. And I really like Thomas G because he's not a drip maxi, but anyway, so anyway, and then the other thing is check out my music playlist. I'm in the process of adding my personal playlist to YouTube, and it's been kind of fun seeing some of those old videos that go with it too. If you're just listening in the background, put it on shuffle, looking to kind of hear what I'm about. My playlist is long and distinguished, just like my anyway, that's old school. You'll have to I'm not going to comment on which movie that was, but those of you who know. But anyway, I'm pretty diverse in terms of my music preference and what I like. So I'm going to keep. I've only got 100 in there right now, but I'm going to keep adding to it. So anyway, check that out as well if you want. So I mean, it is very diverse. But I think I have excellent taste in music, just like I have excellent taste in DeFi in terms of pick and drip and then the drip network and the animal farm. I'll tell you what, this thing, I know everyone's fudding and upset and the whole market's down and everything, but boy, I cannot wait, not even just for the money, but I can't wait just to be proven right. More than anything, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be sitting back and just smiling all the way to the bank. I cannot wait. Anyway, let's get into this. The first bullet that I had up there is, what Forex and should stop doing, and also what the drip YouTube community should stop doing, all the drip YouTubers out there. I know that he had jumped into a Telegram, and again, I don't have a Telegram. I don't enable comments because I don't want the drama, but I've seen several people post, what Forex did. Forex should, first of all, we'll address what he should stop doing. He should stop jumping into Telegram. He shouldn't be engaging idiot morons at all, who are winning by getting his goat. And what I heard, I respect, defending yourself, but that's not what I hear from Brad Garlinghouse, who's the CEO of Ripple and XRP, and not XRP, but the CEO of Ripple, who holds a huge chunk of XRP, right? And if Forex wants to evolve, this whole ecosystem into that multi-billion-dollar, platform, he needs to start acting the role of a mature CEO and not getting in there and letting some dummy get his goat to the point of where he's swearing at him at the top of his lungs and then using a slur. And I bring that up because it was bring me into my next bullet in terms of what the YouTubers should stop doing. Listen, I'm all about defending yourself, but I think there's a way to do it. And honestly, if he didn't engage and jump in there, he needs to, again, let his actions do the talking and not his voice, right? Less AMAs, less getting in on those telegrams, and just produce. Release the drip BUSD farm. Get the dogs up and running, get the whole animal farm up and running. You won't have to say anything. You won't have to defend yourself. Your work will speak for itself. So again, I'm not a drip maxi. I'm a compounding passive income maxi. And so again, I don't take any referrals. I don't take any sponsorship. I don't do any of that. I don't get paid by any other tokens or coins to promote for them. Don't do it. So I can speak freely. But Forex needs to just stop, you know, and again, he needs to just get a hold of himself and show a little bit more maturity and not let dummies get the best of him. It wasn't a good look. It really was not a good look. And here's the other thing the drip YouTubers should stop doing. You need to stop playing that. In fact, I would encourage you to consider taking your video down that has Forex using that slur, because I think this will come back to bite him in the butt long term. And I think if he really thinks about it, in the day and age that we live in, you can't do that. You can't say that. And we also want everybody, all community members, you know, from any walk of life, to invest in drip. You just alienated potentially a big chunk of the, you know, of society that, you know, supporters of them that, and I'm not saying, I'm not telling you where I land one way or another. Those of you know what I'm about, know what I'm about. So at the end of the day, I think the YouTubers need to stop propagating, you know, what was said there, that slur. I think it's just bad business. And I think it's also going to potentially reduce the opportunities for partnerships that he has if that starts getting out. So anyway, long story short, I'm not going to, you know, beat this dead horse, but I really think it just wasn't good. And so I just encourage him, just keep your head down, dude, you know, keep working, get that drip BUSD farm out there. That'll shut a lot of people up. Like I talked about in the last video, get the dogs and the, you know, full, you know, animal farm up and running. That'll shut up a lot of people, and let your work speak for itself, right? Anyway, the next one is that, you know, how Forex Shark has a compromised exposure for the drip price, right? So right now we have the sword and shield, right? With the shield being drip BUSD is how I've heard it phrased, and then, you know, the sword being drip BNB. I'm really concerned about that. And I think that we either need to think about adding a third leg to the stool here, or not just have it drip BUSD. I think we need to have a basket of, you know, tokens tied to drip. And I don't know how Forex would do that. He's smart enough. I think he could figure out a way, but either he can change it so it's not just BNB, but he can add like drip and then that basket of tokens, right? That could be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Algo, whatever you want to do, right? Whatever you want to add to that basket, but I think it will add a little bit more stability and not just be singularly focused on one token with BNB. And here's why I say that. You know, having been, you know, a huge drip, you know, a huge XRP holder, at the time the SEC filed its lawsuit, I watched that thing plummet. I watched the price of XRP just plummet, and there's been rumblings that the SEC is potentially going to go after CZ and BNB and Binance. And so I'd hate, again, even once we get the animal farm back up and running, for that to be another issue for us, is if we're already hovering at that 200 down from 400 and then ultimately 600, if it plummets to 100 or 50, what that would do to the drip price. I'm concerned about that. So I'm hoping that Forex, as innovative as he is, I think that it would be incredible if Forex Shark, and I think he could figure out a way to do it, if he could figure out how to make an LP that wasn't just a one-to-one, but that was a basket, it was drip. You know, like I said, you know, whatever tokens he deems necessary to put in there, you know, but to figure out how to make an LP that incorporates more than just one, token. So other than drip. So anyway, something to think about. And I know he doesn't listen to you know, my channel at all, but you know, those of you who do, and if you agree, maybe you can start talking about it as well. I don't even care if I get take credit for it. You know, if you know Forex and you know, you ping him and say, hey, I got a great idea. I don't care. I want the stability there, and I don't want the exposure. So anyway, I'm gonna move on here. Listen, I told you that this is a compounding passive income channel, and I am going to share with you the other things that I'm doing. And I want to just tell you that Flare Network and the Songbird Network are awesome, and they're getting ready to be released here. So if you're looking to generate passive income, I'm making about 200 Songbird a week, and it's right now it's just at 3 cents. But again, it's just only been launched. Songbird is the Canary network of Flare Network, right? So basically, it's not a test network; it's actually live and it has value. But developers will use Songbird to get things right before they move it to Flare, right? But it still has real value, right? And so yeah, I'm not even going to get into the whole ecosystem here. Again, I'm Mickey B. Fresh, and then the Flare community. You can research those two channels. I'll put links to them in the description again. They'll explain it, but then you should also look up on YouTube interviews with Hugo Philion. It's Hugo Phillion, I believe, and I'll put a link up. I'll put his spelling of his name in the description as well. Check out his interviews. This network and this layer one protocol is so unique, so innovative, and generates passive income. Does not require proof of stake, proof of work. And the way that they have things set up, and how you're going to generate income from this is incredible, man. And so if you don't know about it, you better know about it, because it's going to launch here in September. It's already launched, but the distribution of the tokens are going to take place in September. And I think there's a few exchanges where you can get like IOUs from them, but boy, I'll tell you what, don't sleep on this one. So not promoting it, not getting paid to talk about it, just letting you know what it is that I'm doing. So and I'm going to be a big holder, and I'd love also for Drip to be able to be one of those tokens that are part of that. Basically, also one of the other utilities that Flare Network has, it'll take tokens like Bitcoin, Doge, XRP that don't have natively smart contracts and convert them to F assets. And basically it would be like F Doge, BTC, F F Doge, and F Algo. Anyway, and give it smart contract utility, right? By converting that, and by holding those, you're going to get Flare tokens delegated to you, and then you can also delegate your Flare tokens to the FTSOs, the Flare time series oracles that do the data validation. And I'm getting a little bit too technical for what it looks like, and you'll earn Flare on that as well. Listen, I've been delegating my my Songbird, and it's trustless. So my tokens never leave my Bifrost wallet. So anyway, lots for you guys to learn there. I'm not going to get into the technicals. There's plenty of other people already doing that out there. You can find that information yourself. But listen, I told you I'm here to share with you what I'm doing. And that actually, Flare and Songbird are really what kind of opened the gateway for me to get involved and pursue DeFi. That was my gateway, Songbird. And it's like, man, you know what, this is good, because I was averse to DeFi for so long, and just watching all of the scams and things that were going on. But when Flare came along, I was like, all right, maybe there's some others out there. I started investigating and just kept searching and searching. And then I came across Drip, and I'll tell you, so I'm deep into both, but Flare and Songbird, I'm just as deep into as I am with Drip. So just a heads up on that, and I'll leave that information in the description today, so you guys can find that and do the research yourself. Not telling you to do anything. Again, I told you, I'm not your financial advisor. Although Philly fan, again, Doge, that's the way to go. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's talk about this. I'll run through my wallet stuff real quick here. So just compounded this morning, hit 500 Drip, and I'm no whale by any stretch. I'm not a minnow, but I'm not a whale, but I'm getting there, and I will be. It's simple math, baby. It is simple math, and that's why I tell you this thing. It's you don't have to be Nostradamus. It's just math. So again, I'll be at 600 here by the beginning of August. You see the same thing as I show you with the Drip Garden. This thing is going to start taking off. I should be at 1,000 here, middle of September, end of September, which I'll be making 10 Drip a day at that point. You just got to keep compounding, So I'm to the point now where I'm only hyper compounding about 4 times a day. So do it once at about 6:30 in the morning, 12, 5:30, and then again like at 8:30 or 9, right before I go to bed. And I'll do everything, so I'm not going to cover miners anymore. Like I said, those things are dead, and I'm so excited about the animal farm and the dogs generating BNB just to cover my fees there. I cannot wait for that either, which is another reason that you know, I'm bullish on the whole drip ecosystem. So 500, you know, made it there. My next milestone obviously is going to be 750 and 1,000. 1,000 is going to be the big one. Piston token, I'm at 254. This thing is starting to climb. It's at about $5 and some change. You know, again, it's there. I'm okay with it. You know, they have this whole lottery thing going. You know, I don't know that it'll compare to what, you know, Forex has going, but, you know, it's decent. It's, you know, it's doing all right. Although, again, like I said, my diamond team miner died. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. And then this is the drip garden. Just kind of let you guys see where things are here. 238,000. I'll be at 250,000 plants by Sunday. You know, and again, this thing is super exciting. Listen, by the way, I like two tools. I like DeFi Buddy because of the quick way for me to kind of just show the projections about what I'll be earning. So let's just look at what we'll be at the end of September, beginning of October. It should be at about $1,000 a day with almost 3 million plants here. This is if the price stays where it is. Now listen, if the price starts climbing back up again, baby, oh, watch out. Watch the fireworks. Daddy is going to be buying multiple new pairs of shoes. So anyway, this tool is great. Love this tool. Shows the piggy banks that I have and where they're going. And by the way, the next time I do the piggy bank strategy execution round number 2, it'll be on a Monday. I'll do that, and I'll do that live as well, and show you. But man, I'll tell you what, it's heading exactly where my projections are in terms of you know, I should have a good chunk for my next 2 piggy banks that I stake here for that 57-week and 154 week. And then the other tool that I really like is a drip.formulate.finance, another great tool. You've seen this multiple times. So again, I think all these miners that are out here are going to die soon. You know, I'm taking Stunna Breezy's approach and just let a lot of them run, saving them my gas fees. Want to get each of the smaller ones up to as high as they can go before they actually die, and then just claim out of them, and then I'm done. And then I'm just waiting for the animal farm. So anyway, that is going to do it. Again, happy Friday. Congratulations on making it through the week. I think that if you're doing the right thing and compounding and paying yourself first and dollar cost averaging in this bear market, and prolonging your immediate you know, gratification, and you know, just really doing the right thing, you are going to change your life, and you're going to live differently, work differently if you want to work, and pursue whatever it is you want to do, which is what I'm doing. I'm making that change. So anyway, be kind to each other. You know, again, and I encourage you guys to stop putting that stuff that Forex Shark set up there. Again, I'm not weighed in one way or another on where you stand on that, but it's not cool to, you know, have in his moment of weakness, have that sitting and lingering out there. I think it could potentially really hurt the community if we keep that out there. And again, even in his moment of weakness, you know, that he said that, you know, in the heat of the battle, I'm not going to hold it against him, but I don't think that he would want that to be out there long-term either. So be kind to each other at the end of the day, right? And then the other thing is be generous. Again, when you're giving out those tips, like I talked about in the last video, you know, give a generous tip and write Drip Network on there and see what happens. So anyway, that's going to do it. Enjoy your weekend. Do something with the family and friends and people that are positive and encouraging in your life. And I will talk to you later.